Hello, how are you? Welcome to Tuesday. So great to be with you. I hope you had a great weekend. And today, I really wanted to come and talk to you about some regrets. And I'm sure that all of us at some point have regrets. But mine specifically is around understanding my energy, understanding how important it was or it is for me to take care of my energy. And what I mean by that is, way back, a decade ago, I used to be a touch football referee. And I used to do that at the local level, the state level, the national level, and the international level. I also used to do netball umpiring. And I used to umpire netball at the local level, the state level, and I also used to play at the local level and state level. So I was a very busy in sport. And on top of all of that, crazy to not to think this, right? But on top of all of that, I used to work about sometimes up to 80 hours a week. And so you can see that there's not very much time left for anything else. And so here's the thing, right? No one ever discouraged me to say stop. No one, most people were like, man, you do so much. And it really came as, I received it as compliments. And I never really thought much about taking the time to rest. It was always push, 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 push. Now, I don't know if you feel like this. I don't know if you feel like, it didn't matter what I was doing. It never, ever felt like it was enough. I always seemed to have this guilty feeling that if I did rest, I had to get up and do something. I had to do more, be more, become more. I said yes to so many things and no to myself a lot. And I don't know whether that was a feeling of, trying to get some recognition. I'm not really sure what it was, but I really felt like I was existing every single day, and I really didn't. And if I rested, I slept. So, long story short, one of the things that I really, and this is one of my regrets, is understanding how important it is to take care of your energy. Let me ask you this. If you don't get enough sleep, what happens with your energy? That goes down, right? Now, if you don't have enough energy, do you exercise? Some do, some don't, but probably not well. And if you don't exercise and you're too tired, guess what happens with your food? Goes down the toilet. Okay, so when you start to look at all of that information, then we realize that taking care of our energy is 100% self-care. Doing more, becoming more. We really have to start to think about what it is we're saying yes to and who or what we are saying no to. And for me, I wish I had found that way before I had turned 40, not after. And so I wanted to share this with you because I am pretty sure that I am not the only one who has ever felt like this. So I want to give you a couple of tips, which is just my opinion, and what maybe some of the things that I've gone through, and you may or may not agree with them, but I'm going to give you 3 tips. So my first one is you really want to start to identify who and what it is that drains your energy, okay? And that can even be family, by the way. And the hardest thing is, I was taught by this from one of my mentors, and he said, you don't have to stop seeing people. You just need to minimize your exposure to them. And the reason that is because your energy is so important because it affects every area of your life. Okay, so don't make excuses. What my mentor said to me, his name was Gary. He said, sometimes I get around my family and he'd have to leave and brush off that negativity because it would zap his energy. So what are the things that you need to do and who are the people? I would spend some time identifying that and identifying, and I've just done this again recently, actually, identifying what is draining my energy and what actually is no longer serving me. So it's something to check in on all the time. The second thing, and this is so important, right? What are the things that you love to do? Maybe some of the things, they are some of the things that you used to love doing when you were younger. I know a friend of mine and we went back roller skating about a couple of years ago, and oh my gosh, it felt so good. Like got back on the skates, a little bit wobbly at first, but man, straight back into it. Could skate backwards, I could turn, I could stop, and it just brought that feeling of joy back into my life. So what are the things that you love to do? And maybe go and spend some time there. Go and find what that is and spend that time in that moment to experience joy. It's amazing what it can do. And I know as we become adults, we get so busy in life that part of the things we love seem to become unimportant, so we let go of them. But they are so important for your energy. They are so important for who you are. And the third thing, and I think this is the most important thing, and actually we're talking about this on a business call today, you've got to not worry. I don't want to say not care. You've got to not worry what other people think. Okay, people are going to have an opinion regardless. Okay, and it's so important that you understand that your own self-worth. There is a quote that says, if you live by people's acceptance, you'll die by their rejection. And it is so true. Only you know what's valuable for you. Only you know what serves you. Okay, and you are, as a person, you are enough. What you do is enough. You don't have to prove a single thing to anybody. You can be you, and you want to surround yourself with the people who show you that love, who give you that care, that help boost you up. If you are in an environment where your friends don't support what you're doing, and by this I mean as in encouragement, they don't have to, like in my business, not all my friends support what I do, and that's okay, but they support who I am, and they support the mission that I choose to follow. Now, if I don't have, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be in my life. They would not be my friends. Might sound sad, but it's the truth, because I know the value that I have, and I know that I have spent way too long in my life putting energy into things that don't serve me. And part of understanding this also comes down to your work. Understand where you need to draw the line. I was terrible at this, and then I'd end up running around. Fortunately, my husband was fantastic. I would come home sometimes 9:30, 10:30 at night, and still hadn't eaten dinner. And he would have made dinner for us. And, and I spent a lot of time in areas that really weren't serving me, just to become, or just the thought of having to do more. So that's definitely my biggest regret, not understanding how the energy or my lack of energy was impacting my life. And so I wanted to share that with you today. I hope you got value from that. If you did, feel free to share this out. Someone else may need to hear this. And, if you're listening to this, maybe there's something in here for you that says, hey, I am born to do more, but not necessarily more of what I'm doing. You have the options to choose a different path in your life, and it's never too late. That I can assure you of. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here and taking the time out of your day to come and have a listen to what I have to share. So thank you so much. Bye for now.